Behind velvet ropes and flashing cameras, rumors say celebrities join secret lodges, attend masked rituals, and push hidden agendas. Are these just marketing stunts and fan interpretations, or footprints of real networks shaping culture from the shadows? Tonight we'll map the myths, the documented facts, and the gray areas in between, so you can judge the patterns for yourself. First, definitions matter. Secret society, private club, and fraternal order are not the same, even if the internet treats them like one blur. Only some promise secrecy, others simply screen membership. Symbols add fuel to the fire. Triangles, all-seeing eyes, checkerboard floors, goat heads, obelisks, and esoteric numbers show up in music videos, stage sets, and designer shoot. Many have long histories in religion, architecture, and art, meanings that predate modern pop culture by centuries. Take the eye in a triangle. It appears in Renaissance art and on a famous seal, later adopted in Masonic imagery. So when a pop star flashes a triangle hand sign, is it code or just visual shorthand for mystery? The same icon can carry different messages depending on context. Documented links exist, especially in older eras. Composers and writers joined well-known fraternities, and some works encode moral and philosophical themes that match lodge teachings. That's different from claiming a modern hit single is a ritual in disguise. In the streaming age, provocation sells. A hint of taboo, an eerie mask, a mirrored hall, a cryptic gesture, spikes engagement as fans debate what it really means. Sometimes the smartest marketing is letting the audience do the decoding. What about exclusive retreats like forest camps where powerful guests attend plays and rituals? Some gatherings are documented as old-school networking with theatrical flair. Secrecy comes from privacy, not necessarily from a doctrine to control the world. Still, closed doors breed speculation. Hollywood also runs on ordinary networks. Agents, publicists, financiers, guilds, and festival circuit. Those connections explain many coincidences in casting and awards without invoking oaths or altars. The visible pipelines of power are unromantic, but very real. Still, symbolism keeps returning. Checkerboard floors echo sacred secular dualities, masks hint at hidden identity, twin pillars suggest thresholds. Art directors love them because they read instantly, even across a crowded arena. The line between aesthetic and esoteric is thin on purpose. So how do we separate smoke from signal? Use a 4-part filter: provenance, pattern, power, and payoff. Who says it? Does it repeat across years? Who gains influence or money? What measurable result follows? When a claim survives that filter, it deserves more attention. Case Study 1. A chart-topping singer flashes a triangle at the camera. Did they invent that pose, or is it a meme inside their fandom? Is the director known for occult aesthetics? Do earlier albums show the same symbol before rumors began? Context beats a single freeze frame. Case Study 2. An actor's name appears on an alleged guest list for a private retreat. Verify the list's origin, cross-check dates with public appearances, and look for independent confirmation. Privacy doesn't equal conspiracy, but repeat attendance with overlapping circles can hint at real network. Case Study 3. A charity gala uses occult-looking themes, masks, columns, and ancient symbols. Fashion borrows freely from myth, but follow the money. Which foundations benefit, what programs they fund, and which board members bridge entertainment and policy. The financial trail speaks louder than vibes. Psychology plays a huge role. Our brains excel at pattern making. Pareidolia turns random shapes into meaningful symbols, and confirmation bias locks in the story we already prefer. When millions analyze every frame, coincidences become clues. Online, algorithms amplify the spookiest take. Clips with triangles, goats, or checkerboards get comment storms, which triggers more recommendations, which creates the illusion of ubiquity. Reach looks like proof, but it's mostly engagement math. Secret and semi-secret groups did shape art and politics in the past. Patronage, salons, lodges, and clubs linked thinkers, financiers, and performers. Sometimes their rituals preserved moral lessons. Sometimes they were just social glue among people with influence. Knowing that history helps decode modern echoes. If a covert agenda exists today, what would count as a smoking gun? Consistent, verifiable directives appearing in leaked minutes, matching rollouts across labels and studios, measurable shifts in coverage aligned with private meetings. Not symbols, outcomes. That bar is high by design. Meanwhile, fairness matters. Throwing names into rumor clouds can harm real people. Approach claims with the same care you'd want for yourself. Strong sources, precise language, and a clear line between documented, likely, and story. Curiosity without cruelty. Want to investigate responsibly? Build a timeline, tag events with source quality, and graph relationships by category: artistic, financial, social. Triangulate with public records and official filings. Publish your method so others can critique it. That's how citizen researchers add light, not heat. One more modern wrinkle: deepfakes and AI-generated documents. A perfect rumor now comes with perfect visuals. Learn to check metadata, verify with independent outlets, and consult experts in forensics before you share. The next viral, ritual video might be synthetic. Why do these stories grip us? They offer simple villains and secret maps, a comforting idea that chaos is planned. But power usually moves through dull corridors, contracts, emails, board votes, not midnight chants. The truth can be less cinematic and more solvable. Still, symbolism matters in art, and artists know it. Gestures, costumes, and sets can dramatize a theme or poke the audience. Some embrace occult aesthetics because mystery sells, others parody the rumors to hijack attention. Either way, symbols are tools, interpretation is ours. If you choose to watch for connections, track outcomes. Do members move in sync across companies that normally compete? Do controversial releases cluster around certain gatherings? Patterns in behavior, not hand signs, are the evidence that matters. Maybe the real secret isn't a cabal, but the human hunger for meaning. We build narratives to tame uncertainty. That's why the same symbols feel ancient and fresh at once. The question isn't just, are they in a society? But, what story are we helping write? I'll leave you with a challenge. The next time a celebrity image screams secret code, ask for dates, documents, and demonstrable outcomes, and then keep your sense of wonder anyway. Curiosity plus method is the only key that opens both doors. I want to hear your take. Which symbols feel like pure aesthetics, and which connections look structural to you? Drop your examples, and your sources, in the comments. If this deep dive sparked new questions, subscribe, leave a like, and share it with someone who loves decoding culture as much as you do.